Italy is located in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea. It's a nation full of history and diversity from one region to another in its traditions, foods, and accents. We are situated in Liguria, in the northwest. Liguria is a piece of land crushed between sea and mountains. It's known for its long beaches and historical villages. The most important city is Genova, which is Italy's biggest trading port. Cristoforo Colombo was born there. On the coast, we have little villages similar to the ones seen in Pixar's movie Luca. Food traditions here are very important. Some of our traditional food are focaccia, pesto, farinata, and many seafood or fish-based dishes. Our school is located in Imperia, where the opening scene from Dove Dog's The Born Identity was shot.
Today we are near the beautiful Sea of Imperia, and behind us there are atypical houses with atypical colors, for example yellow, green. In this place there is also a very famous club between teenagers where all the summer they enjoy life. And also near the restaurants there are a lot of famous cafes where teenagers and people in general like to spend time outside with their friends. This is a location visited by a lot of tourists. As we can see behind of us, there are a lot of restaurants, but also a lot of boats. And on one of them, there is a restaurant which does a lot of typical dishes of here. It's famous also for San Giovanni, a typical fair in summer, in which tourists could buy a lot of local products like oil or pesto and so on.
Like pasta fasul, that's amore. When you dance down the street with the cloud at your feet, you're in love. When you walk in a dream.
Not far away from our school, we have the Galeazza. This is one of the most beautiful beaches in Imperia Emilia. The sea is full of little fish and it's always clear. There's also a pretty high cliff where you can jump off. From Galeazza, there's a street above the sea that connects Imperia and Jan.
Near our school, there is a place called Villa Groc. It's very characteristic and unique. It was the residence of a famous clown named Groc. Now it's a museum, but not only that, it's also a scenery used for celebrations like marriages and parties. The most beautiful part of this place is the garden, which is huge and really well looked after.
Fumo, entro, cambio faccia. Come va a finire si sa già. Devo stare attento, mannaggia. Se la metto incinta poi mia madre mi... Perché sono ancora un bambino, un po' italiano, un po' tunisino. Lei di Porto Rico.
The school includes art and linguistic studies that last 5 years. For the first 2 years of art school, we get a general education about arts, and at the end of this period, we choose a field between graphic design, multimedia, architecture, and fine arts. In multimedia, we study cinema history, photography and video making, from screenwriting to shooting and editing. In graphic design, we design brand logos and posters. We also study advertisement and how to do it efficiently. In architecture, we design buildings, exteriors, interiors, from the blueprint to the digital realization. In fine art, we study art history and create paintings and illustrations using many different pictorial methods.
The students who chose the languages addressed had to select the third language between Spanish and German. The other languages are English, French, and obviously Italian. We have for each language a native speaker teacher once a week, and in their lessons we improve especially our conversation skills.
We still believe in the story, or the story in some way moves us. Okay? You know?
We also have the opportunity to follow some languages courses, and at the end of them, we can take an exam to certificate our level. The school before COVID offered us the opportunity to travel abroad, usually for a week. We could go to school there, do activities, and visit the most relevant places of the city. In the final exam, after 5 years of school, we have to do an oral test of ESABAC to get a French diploma.
Non spreco parole, non parlo con Siri. Felice di fare musica per ragazzini. Prima di lasciare un commento pensa, prima di pisciare contro vento sterza.